Good morning, friends. Today we are moving on to the fourth module, and I'll be dealing with the first section, which is scanning for web vulnerability tools. But before that, we have to go through web server and web applications. So first, we are moving into what is a web server. It is a software program that serves web pages to web users. We know that in browsers we used to enter the URL. Uh, what it actually means is that we are requesting the server for our required pages. That's written in the next sentence. A web server delivers requested web pages to users who enter the URL in a web browser. Every computer on the internet that contains a website must have a web server program, and it's always connected to the internet so that we clients can access the web pages hosted by the web server. Also, this web server is mostly designed to serve static contents. Static content means that can be HTML or image, and doesn't provide any facilitation for the implementation of business projects or any other things. So below that there's a picture which clearly depicts how this request and response between these clients and a web server is done. And moving on to web applications. So both these website and web applications run in browsers, and both require access to the internet. And this web application or web app, it is a client server computer program in which the client runs in a web browser. Examples given: Gmail, Facebook, etc. And a website provides visual and text content that the user can see and read, but not affect in any way. In the case of a web application, the user can not only read the page content but also manipulate the data on this page. So it's in this point it clearly depicts the difference between a website and a web applications. In website, it provides the visual and text content as well, so that we users can see and read. We users can see and read. But in the case of web applications, the user can not only read the page content, but also we can manipulate the data on that page. Then the web application mostly require authentication, as they offer a much broader scope of. So I'm going to add another point about this web application. An application, it's this web application server is a server program in a computer in a distributed network that provides the business logic for an application program. Means Let's take an example of reservation website. So in reservation website, what we do is that we open the website and we have a form. In that we'll put in the details and click on the button. Means then the reservation is done. But when we click on the button, many things happen in the backend, like validating, looking if reservation is available or not, and if it is available, checking the required entries and all. So this why I actually said this is an example for how this business logic for an application program is done through this web application. So next we are moving on to our topic, scanning for web vulnerability. So we all know what a web vulnerability is. A web vulnerability or a website vulnerability is a weakness in a website that allows an attacker to gain control of the site. The increase in web applications on the internet today raises a security concern, and as a result, we end up having vulnerable web applications that attackers might exploit user information. So there is a need to find potential problems and security vulnerabilities associated with it. And for that, multiple vulnerability scanners targeting web applications to exist. These scanners means web server scanners. They scan for security loopholes in web-based applications to prevent hackers from gaining unauthorized access to our informations and user data. So these scanners, web server scanners, they can find potential problems and security vulnerabilities, and they include server and software misconfigurations, default files and programs, insecure files and programs, outdated servers and programs, etc. And so the Nikto and W3F, they are the examples of open source web server scanners. Next, we will be discussing about these two scanners. So first, Nikto. Nikto is a web application scanner that penetration testers, malicious hackers, and web application developers used to identify security issues on web applications. And as we have already said, it is an open source web server scanner, and this Nikto is written in Perl language, and it runs on Windows, Mac, and Linux systems as well. Nikto can be used in any web servers, let it be Apache, IHS, OHS, etc. And it performs tests against web servers for multiple items, like looks for over 6,500 potentially dangerous files. It checks for outdated server components, looks for version specific problems on over servers, attempts to identify installed web servers and software, and checks for the presence of multiple index files and HTTP server options, means files with options, like that. Next, Nikto features. This Nikto scanner, it provides support for SSL, secure sockets layer connections. It can scan multiple ports on the server. Next, output. The output can be saved in a variety of formats such as text, XML, HTML, CSV, like that. Hence, it is easy to integrate with other penetration testing tools like Nessus, OpenVAS, etc. So next, it's there's a picture about these different Nikto web scanners and the patterns and all. And moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of Nikto. First, advantages of Nikto. It is fast and versatile tool, and we have already said that this Nikto is written in Perl, so it can be run in any host operating system, and it's an open source, so it can be easily extended and customized. Diverse output formats are there, so it's easy to integrate with other penetration testing tools as well. And the disadvantages, it runs at the command line and without any graphical user interface. So concluding about Nikto, we can say that the Nikto web application scanner is the ultimate lightweight web application vulnerability scanner that is able to run on the lowest specification computer system. So next open source web server scanner is W3AF. This stands for Web Application Attack and Audit Framework. That's why it's written like W3AF. The 3A stands for Application, Attack and Audit. And this is an open source web application security scanner. This project provides a vulnerability scanner and exploitation tool for web applications. So it is an open source, we already said the security scanner. The project provides a vulnerability scanner and exploitation tool for web applications. It provides information about security vulnerabilities for use in penetration testing engagements. And the scanner offers a graphical user interface and a command line interface. In earlier in Nikto, we have seen that it had a disadvantage because it runs at the command line without any graphical user interface. But whereas in W3AF, it provides information, it offers a graphical user interface and a command line interface as well. And it is entirely written using Python language, whereas our Nikto, it was written in Perl language, and this W3AF, it's written using Python language. It is supported by all Python supported platforms like Linux, Mac, or Windows and all. This W3AF combines all necessary actions for a complete web attack, and these actions include mapping, discovery, exploitation. So it includes combines all these necessary actions for a complete web attack. And this W3AF puts the framework into 3 major plugins. It is Discovery, Audit, and Attack. Discovery plugins, they have only one responsibility: finding new URLs, forms, and other injection points. Audit plugins take the injection points found by Discovery plugins and sends specially crafted data to all of them in order to find vulnerabilities. And last, it's Attack plugins. Its objective is to exploit these vulnerabilities found by the audit plugins. They usually return a shell on the remote server or a dump of remote tables in the case of SQL injection exploits. And below that there's a picture which depicts how these plugins does its working and all. Okay, fine. Thank you.